So a lot of us engage with financial advisors and investment managers. Definitely the trust levels is much lower than it should be for obvious reasons. But yes, if you are engaging with one, then what are some of the questions that you must most definitely ask them for you to be assured that you aren't really making the wrong choice?
Yeah, this is the most important question, Sheetal, right? Because it's all good to say that you'll become wealthy by investing in stock market or the mutual funds, and you invest and you grow it at 12% over 40 years.
Got that.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done. So if you are managing your investments on your own, or your advisor is managing, these are the questions I would suggest you ask. Number one question is, what is the size of the asset base which you're managing? I use the word managing. I didn't use the word acquired, because typically what happens is, if you ask a bank branch manager or a relationship manager from one of these financial service companies, they will say, oh, we have 100 crores of assets, right?
Got that, yeah.
Right? Or 1,000 crores of assets. But what I'm asking, how much you, Mr. Advisor, because you are going to manage my money. I didn't ask how much your company has. How much have you personally managed? Right? So when I say word manage, means you understand the markets very well. You know what to do at different times when the events like coronavirus happens.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So how much have you managed, not acquired? I could be a great sales guy and acquire 100 crores of assets.
Got that, yeah.
But have I managed that size before? If we say that, no, I have managed 50 lakhs, which is my own asset, you need to run away.
Absolutely.
Because the sample size has to be great. You have to have managed for multiple clients across geographies.
True.
And for multiple time frames. That is the first question I'll ask. How much have you managed? The second question I would ask is, how long has your experience been? Because if in 2014, 2015, I said, oh, I've given my clients 48% returns. Well, that is great. In the 1 year you get 48. The markets have given 48 as well.
Yeah.
It could have been just luck.
Correct.
Right?
But over a period of time you would.
So ideally I would suggest the answer, if the advisor gives that it's less than 7 years or 10 years, then you should not invest. Because why 7 and 10 years? Because 7 years, typically you'll see some business cycles play out. In over a 10-year period, you'll see some major events happening like coronavirus, right? And a lot of market cycles, because bulls, bears, over a period of 7 to 10 years, you see, right? So if the person or their company has the experience of managing clients through these falls and downs, they would have learned a lot of things.
Obviously.
So they would be prepared to handle it when the next event like this happens, both on the upside and downside. So that is the second question I would ask. The third question I would ask is, okay, what is your report card say? What are the results say? 7. So you manage for 7, 10 years, you manage hundreds of crores. What is the rate of return? Right? What is the real rate of return that you've given to the clients, right? So the real rate of return has to be over the markets, because if they've not given it over market, why should I invest with you?
True.
Right? That is third. Fourth is, till now it's sounding great. The person has managed hundreds of assets, hundreds of clients across the globe, has given real rate returns over a long period of time. How do you do it? How do I make sure that you can sustain this performance for the next 10 years? Because I'm putting my money now.
Correct.
What is the process that you follow? Just ask the question. You may not need to understand the process. But if they can give a direct question and explain the process and how they manage the money, that means they know what they're doing.
Yeah, and I think going to an investment manager is just like how it is when you go to a doctor. Unless you have faith, I don't think you can do it with as much.
Right.
Yeah.
And the fifth answer, and the last one I would ask is, what is the expense? Right. Okay. So if you give me if you're giving me 12% return, Mr. Advisor or company, and you're taking 2 to 3% out of that as expenses, which a lot of PMSs companies do.
Yes,
that means, again, real return is what? What is coming into my pocket?
Correct.
I'm giving 3% to you, then it is taxed. And then there's inflation. I have to calculate, I have to make a decent sense. You know what the real rate of return. You decide for yourself what the real rate of return is. Correct. You control the time, and that's how you build wealth.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think I would have ever asked as many questions through as many years. Maybe things just changed like about a year and a half back. But yeah, I'm saying that I think this is definitely important. But whoa, I'm so glad that we had this discussion, Arjun. The last 35, 40 minutes that we've spent have completely changed the way that I was personally looking at investments. And I think for me, the biggest breakthrough was understanding the difference between being rich and being wealthy. That's something which will definitely stay on with me for a very long time. And needless to say, through the entire session, the things that I've learned, I'm sure that I'm definitely not looking at investments the same way hereafter. Okay. So big thanks for sharing these path-breaking concepts with us, and rest assured our viewers will definitely benefit from them. And yes, for the viewers, in case you have any further questions, or would like to connect up with Arjun, I'm going to be sharing the details of his details in the session notes. I so appreciate the time that you have spent with us, Arjun, and I surely look forward to seeing you here again very soon with another exciting topic. So yeah, so glad to have you here. And
thank you for giving me the opportunity to share this these
my
insights with
pleasure.
you.
My
And
pleasure.
I had a lot of fun doing
So
this
did
session.
I. So did I. Thanks again. Bye-bye. You take care.
Bye.